Hello, Cleveland, and everyone from everywhere else. Welcome to your 10-minute TA for the day. Happy Friday. Let's dive right in. All right, so since yesterday, we were looking at this bull flag and we were saying if the bull flag plays up, that's where it would go, but likely it would also play down. Or it could play down, and if it did, we would want to see that 104,000 excuse me, that 104,000 support level hold, and the bulls to find a bounce from there. That is exactly what we saw happen. And however, they did not find a higher high though. So now we're looking for the bulls to take control and put in that higher high. We do got to adjust the bull flag. We can move that. We got to move that up here and move this down there. We'll put it not on the wicks, but we'll move it down to the candlestick. And we can even move the actual pole of the flag up a bit as well. We'll just take the candlesticks, but know that the conservative estimate would be less than that. And we'll get rid of the old measured move, delete, and move this new pole to the breakout point. And where would that bring it? It would bring it right up to our new all-time high, right around just over 109. So basically, if the bulls can take control now, there looks like they're heading on up to retest our all-time high. If the bulls can't take control now and we see 104 break, well, then we're looking for some more downside. How much further to the downside? Well, we can take a fib retracement from down here to the top, and we'll see that the 786 is hanging out right here at around 1025. Well, 1025, why does that sound familiar? Well, that's because it's this old local support that we had bumped up to. Here is resistance, here is support, here is support. Yeah. So possibly drop down to that 1025 level and a bounce from there. If we did see that happen, well, then the measured move would be moved down, and we would only see a move up to about 107.5. But hey, that'd still be a higher high in this little move that we're in, that we have been in since the 27th. So what, 5 days now? No, 4 days now? 4 days now. 5 if you count the 27th, which you should. So 5 days now. This little up pattern that we've been in. So if we want to see that continue, we need to see this upper high, higher high, either from down by that 786 or more, hopefully from here, from the breakout point here, which would bring it up to test our all-time highs. Okay, what are we seeing on the indicators? Well, we're seeing that the stochastics are moving upwards, but seem to have found a little bit of trouble here at the 50. If they find resistance at that 50 and turn around, well, then we're going to be looking for that downward move to that 1025 level, and then a bounce from there. However, if we do see the RSI forming way under and forming a new lower low, like under this low, so under 40, if we see RSI drop down under 40, then we could expect further downside past that 786 level, possibly, to retest that 996 support, and possibly a little bit lower to, lo and behold, we forgot to mention this before, but that last time we dropped all the way down, we found support from our local support level there at 97.5 ish. So yeah, so those are the downside targets. We're looking at bounces here at 1025. If not, then 99.6, and if not, then we're looking for 97.5 to hold. However, upside is up to here, 109, retesting all-time highs, hopefully breaking through. What would cause us to break through? Well, this bull flag here on the 6-hour chart would play out to about 115, and we're gonna get rid of this what do you call it, bearish divergence there. That bearish divergence has been completed. We could say it was completed here when RSI found a new low or a higher low here, and price action came down from its peak, came down pretty hard, found a low, bounced back up. We can say that that divergence has played out and get rid of it. So now we're looking for this bull flag to play out here. That happens if, you know, this bull flag plays out. And if this bull flag plays out, then this bull flag has a chance to play out. But if not, if this bull flag doesn't play out and we see those downside targets, then hey, we're looking for that 96, well, a little under 96. We're looking for the 618 now to hold for this bear flag to stay in the same shape it is. But if not, then we can look down to that 94 level. 94 level keeps it in this bull flag, and this bull flag would need to be changed a little bit. We'd move our measure move down, but we're not there yet. So we'll keep everything the same for now. We're still looking for this flag to play out, but we're watching this 90-minute chart more so. So watch the Stokes. We need the Stokes to continue pushing upwards. If we can see that happening, then we can expect this upside to play out. If we can't see the Stokes playing up, if we see them starting to curl back down, especially if they get under their signal line, then we can expect that move to the 786 retracement here on the 90-minute chart. And look for a bounce from there. If that does happen, then the Stokes here on the 6-hour chart will most likely continue downwards. How far downwards? Well, when it got to the 1025, it'd probably get down to that 50 level, and we would hopefully see a reversal like we saw here, for instance. But if not, then we're looking for those lower targets, that 99.6 to hold, and if not 99.6, then the lower bound of this, you know, descending support level of this flag, which actually would be playing down to closer to 94. Yeah, so basically, if the bulls can't catch here, we're looking for a drop as far down as 94. If they can, well, then we're looking for upsides. Got to break through the all-time high. But even if we don't, if we just come up to like 107 or something, then we're still putting in a higher high here after following a, you know, a higher low. And then we'd be looking for another higher low and just a continuation of this slow uptrend. I guess we'll see what happens, eh? Stochastics on the daily, not much changed, although we are seeing them coming up to the 50 line, which would be, hey, that's where we could see the reversal, like we saw here. Reversal back down. And, yeah, so we could see the reversal back down from there. And if we see that happening here and here, then we'll likely see it happening here. And then we can guesstimate that we'll see a drop down to the 50, and we'll see a drop down to 99.6. That's where it would be. Our side would get to the 50 when price action here on the daily got to 99.6, and then we'd see for that, look for that bounce there. If that didn't come up, well, then we still can maintain our bull flag just the same way, as long as price action does not dip under 94. When we see it get to 94, we would end up seeing the Stokes probably down in overbought or oversold territory and turning around, signaling to us a reversal. But we'd want to see where the RSI is then as well. But honestly, we're getting a little too far ahead of ourselves. Let's move back to the 90 and just watch and see what happens today. What do I think is going to happen? Well, it's hard to tell. But with the Stokes stalling out here at the 50, I'm going to say we're going to see that 102.5 level again. That 786 retracement on the Fibonacci as well. And then we'll see a bounce from there, which would then bring price about 107.5. So let's see that happen. If that does happen, we're still seeing a higher low, which should still maintain our uptrend. Even down here at 102.5. And still see a higher low and could still maintain the uptrend. I mean, of course, we want to see the bulls just take hold and rip up over that all-time high, or just to that all-time high. But I think likely we're going to see a retracement down to that 786, that 102.5 level, and then it'll bounce off from there. All right. Thank you so much for watching. Music today is provided by Veloa, Luminist, and Sax Squatch, as always, as every day. Thank you again for watching. Much love. Stay safe out there, and I'll see you later.